Hey everybody, Eric here from TrueBody Fitness. I brought to you guys about a week ago, I brought to you guys a push-up position blog that I was talking a bit about just why it's so misunderstood. I think we really need to kind of take a step back and really focus on what the push-up position is and how we get into it properly. The push-up position isn't really an exercise that you can kind of jump in and start, doing mountain climbers or start pounding out 50 push-ups or, whatever the case may be in a push-up position. You need to actually learn just holding the position. And I mean, when I talk about holding the position, I mean holding the position with everything in account. A great person once told me, actually Martin Rooney once told me that attention to detail is one of the most important things you can think about. And he couldn't be further from the truth. Attention to detail basically means that when I'm in a push-up position, all the little things that I need to think about in that big position are in my mind, and I'm focusing on every single one of them. True champions and true mastery comes when you put attention to detail, guys. So I really want you to focus in on the attention or the details of the push-up position and master them first. So first, what we're going to start off with is looking at the push-up position and then looking at some of the mistakes and some of the cues that you want to coach yourself through while performing the push-up position. If you're by yourself, I would suggest that when you do the push-up position and you hold it, that you have a camera like I'm doing right now, or that you have somebody holding it for you, or you just like I said, place it on a bench or something higher to kind of get to see where you're at. So without ado here, what we're going to do is we're going to make sure that we line up our arms shoulder width apart. Once we get shoulder width apart, what we want to do is get into this all fours position with our knees under our hips, our arms underneath our shoulders. From this position, what we want to do first is tuck our shoulder blades. So what I mean by that is basically if you were to spread your elbows out, pointing them on either side of you, and then you were to tuck them in so the elbows were pointing towards your knees, what you're going to do there is pull your shoulder blades down. That's what position you want to hold. From that position, you want to punch your arms into the ground so your chest is nice and tall. Much think like the position that you're in right now. If I were to sit up, I would be in really good postural position. Just because you're on the ground doesn't mean that doesn't relate to what you're doing when you're standing up. So we want to make sure we're in good postural position on the way down and holding that. From this position, and I'll kind of move to the side here, from this position you want to extend your legs back one at a time and brace your core. Now before you start to do that, what I want you to look at is my back. Okay? A lot of people have different mechanics or different tilting in your pelvis. Some people's natural arch is right here. We want to get it just about right here, and then we want to brace. How you do that is, basically you're going to find it from somebody with helping you, or listening to your body, looking yourself in a mirror or something, and what you want to do is you want to find it and then you want to lock it in. How do you lock it in? Pretend like someone's punching you in the stomach. At that position, pretend like someone's going to punch you and tighten up. That's the best way to brace your core. Don't tuck it in. That's not good. This is just rounding out your lower back and going to cause you more problems and improper posture. So natural arch, squeeze it nice and tight, pull the shoulder blades down, and extend one leg at a time. From this position, we're holding 40 to 60 seconds or as long as you can without losing form. Attention to detail. What are we looking for? No slouching in the butt, no bending in the knees, no chest dropping. Okay? No shoulders rolling forward. No slouching this way. No pulling up. Again, you've got to listen and look at your body. Push-up position is not as easy as it sounds. When you're focusing on everything to remain still and tight, the push-up position becomes an extremely difficult exercise. It's because most of us actually do the push-up position and just kind of hold it and they don't care where their position or their body is. But if you took a still picture of that person and flip them on their feet, you can imagine how ugly that would be. So what I'm going to say is, if you're in this position and you're trying to hold it for 60 seconds, and now you're into this position, you're looking down, right? If I took a still picture of me here, if I stood up, I would look like this. Now, does that make any sense? I'll let you do the thinking. The push-up position is a little bit more complicated than it seems. What I want you to do is look yourself in the, get a partner or get a camera out, start taking a video of what you look like, okay, when you're in the push-up position, and pretend like you are when you're standing up. If you don't look proper or you think you look pretty ugly standing up, then you got to change your position and change your form. Okay guys, so that's the first segment of the push-up position. Next time what I'm going to bring you guys is a whole assortment of different exercises to help improve the push-up position. Sometimes the push-up position isn't always the best exercise to start with when there's a weaker link in the push-up position. Once you find what the weaker link is, then you try to do your best to correct that as best as you can in the push-up position. So until then, try it out guys, kind of see where you're at. Again, take that still picture or take that video of you, kind of see what you would look like standing up, okay? And let me know how everything goes. Until then, we'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks very much.